Hey everybody, a few days ago I joined Johnnie U for Mountain Bike Q&A for one of his infamous live streams, and we had a ton of fun. So I put together a little highlight reel from that evening, so if you're interested in checking out the full video, check out the link in the description below. Also, Johnny's a great guy and he has a ton of awesome content, so definitely check out his channel. Alright, enjoy.
Sage, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
Oh, this is great. Thank you. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it a million times more. Thank you so much for coming on this channel.
No, pleasure's all mine.
Talk to me how the progression of where you're at now.
My background is actually in production. So I did production for about 22 years, working with my father who had his own company. I didn't pick up mountain biking till probably early 30s. So probably about 14, 15 years ago. Uh-huh. And then somewhere along the line, I married the two together, you know, my love for production and creation with my love for mountain biking.
How are the trails in your neighborhood, in your area? Talk to me about those.
You have, you name it. You know, you want flow trail, we got flow trail. You want rocks, we got rocks. You want jumps, we got jumps. I mean, everything in this area. The things that I love to focus on are slow speed tech. That's probably where I excel the most. I tend to stay away from flow trails and stuff like that. That's not what gets me going. You know, that's not what I get up and want to go ride. I love rocks. I love rocks. I love skinnies. The more technical it is, the better. What
are you riding now? What have you upgraded to?
I have a giant PCX from like 2014. That's my workhorse. It's a road bike, but that's probably the bike that gets the most wear and tear because I just train on that thing all the time. And then for mountain bikes, I have a single speed, a titanium Carver single speed.
Single speed, man. You're really working it on that.
Oh, Johnny, I spent probably the beginning part of my mountain bike career. The first year I had that hardtail, that Scott hardtail, but probably right after that, I met a group of people, and Dan's one of them. And that group was just single speeders. And so I single speeded for about 2 years of my mountain bike career, and mostly on a rigid. So a rigid single speed.
Oh, man, you're earning it.
Oh, I really did. But you know what? That bike taught me everything that I needed to know. You know, you can't. Yeah, you can't mess around on a single speed. You know, you have to learn to pick your lines. You have to learn to love pain, and I fell in love with single speeding, and then that kind of led into everything else. And I guess the other bike that I have is I have a fat bike, another Carver, and then my main steed is probably my Ibis. It's a Mojo 3, and yeah, I've had that for probably about 4 years. It's probably getting close to the end for that bike, but man, I just love that thing.
I came for the ride. I came for the review. Stay for the bloopers.
Yeah,
it's like the ending of a Marvel movie. You stay through the credits to get to that little Easter egg or whatever.
Yeah.
What possessed you?
I fall a lot, you know, you know, and Dan's also like super funny. Like he's a really funny guy. So there's just so much stuff that lends a realness to what you're seeing. So you're not just seeing everyone just make everything all the time. I think that's, as a YouTuber, I feel a sense of responsibility to show that side, you know, that it's not like so much. I think like you go onto social media, you know, you go onto Instagram, Facebook, all these different things, and you're seeing all these amazing pictures and videos of people just clearing all this stuff. And like, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. But like, you're not seeing how many times it took them to do that, right? And so I think the bloopers lends a little bit of credibility to that. You know, it's like, okay, wow, all right, he didn't just go up and just ride down that slab. You know, he had to get off and look at it, or he fell off of it a couple times or whatever. And you know, I'm glad that it's hilarious too, but like it also gives a lot of credibility to you know, this is life, this is YouTube, this is what it takes to be able to do these things. You're gonna fail, it's gonna suck, you're gonna get hurt, and that's part of it.
You add a little bit more, and I think this is what's great about, and this is where you get it probably from your production side. It's not just, you know, you go, hey, I'm going ride and slap it on.
one of the things that someone had said to me when I first wanted to start out was, they said, well, what's going to make your channel different? You know, like, what do you bring to the table? And I had to think about that because, you know, I'm not doing those jumps. I'm not doing all those things. But the one thing that the one thing that I am good at is I'm good at being able to talk while I'm riding, you know, and you know, there's not much going on upstairs. So it allows me to like kind of talk through the trail, which I think is a pretty unique feature. I haven't seen many people that can ride the tech and kind of talk, and that's kind of more my forte. And to me, it's like, you know, I'm not a Nate Hills, I'm not Remy Metalia, I'm not, you know, flying down these hills. So how can I make my video interesting but different? And that's how I'm able to do it. And I'm able to kind of talk through these different features. And again, you know, when I'm doing a destination ride, I want you to know what's happening, you know, and I think I saw someone make a comment that the features look, they don't look as hard on the GoPro, and that's true, you know. So I try and talk through the different features that I'm on, because the GoPro doesn't do a very good job of showing exactly what you're going up against. So, you know, it's kind of a gift, I guess, that I'm able to talk through all this stuff. And I think that's what differentiates my channel from a lot of the other channels.
Do you enjoy the reviews?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, do you find it difficult to, how do I put this? Do people send you stuff? Do you have trouble reviewing stuff people send you, or?
Most of the stuff is just stuff that I use. But no, if someone has sent me something, I don't hold back anything. I am, and that's part of it. Like I say that in my email reply back. Like, listen, if you're okay with me testing this and putting it through the gamut, you know, I will be doing it. And yeah, I don't hold back any punches. I think that's the nice thing about not being sponsored. I don't have to worry about, you know, making someone else happy. Having said that, if someone wants to sponsor me, please, you know.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
TrailSage.
Yeah.
That TrailSage.
But yeah, the reviews, I get more concerned about again, my opinion. You know, I don't want to be a CNN or a Fox News where I'm just like giving you my opinion. I want to be able to back it up. And I think that's why I put so much B-roll in all my reviews, because if I'm telling you that this tire has good traction, I want to show you that the tire has good traction. You know, I don't want to just say it. I want to show it, and I want to come up with innovative ideas to kind of take my opinion out of it and try and provide more facts. Yeah. And so, you know, reviews to me are a really good challenge. You know, and I love that. I love being able to give you my opinion based on my experience, but also trying to back that up with a lot of footage.
You said it took about 10 videos, and were you just analyzing constantly going,
I am really fortunate in that I have a pretty good group of friends and family that just give it to me straight. Like there's no Anthony and Dan, you know, those guys, you know, they don't hold the punches, you know, and if it's crap, they tell me it's crap. But probably the biggest influence in my life is my dad. You know, he's been doing production for, you know, 40, 50 years. And so he's a very nice guy, but he comes from production. So when I show him a video, he just rips it to shreds. There's no like, oh, this was nice. It's just like, nope, this has got to go. That's got to go. That's got to go. No, you're not smiling.
You gotta love that.
Yeah, well, you know, right? Because you came from production. You know, when you're in that production setting, there's no niceties. You know, the show has to go on, and so that people just give it to you straight, and that kind of information is just invaluable. You know, so I probably owe everything, this whole channel, probably to my dad. You know, he's just been an absolute integral piece to getting this to where it's at.
Where is your YouTube headed? Where are you planning on taking? What can we expect?
Yeah, I love doing this. Like I can't see myself doing anything else. Like this is where I want to be. This is where I feel I make the most difference. This is where I feel I bring worth, you know, which is like a funny thing to say, but like for the longest time I was you know, working with my dad, and I was hating life. I was hating work, you know, like it was eating into me, you know, and I just felt like I wasn't able to, I mean, you hear people talk about this all the time, right? Midlife crisis, you know, it's like, midlife crisis.
Oh yeah, I'm still going through it.
Yeah, but it's true, right? It's like, when I went through that, it was like, I felt alone. You know, I felt like, what is the meaning of all of this? What am I bringing to society? And this channel, and God, it sounds so stupid, but like, it's true. Like, this channel gave me a sense of purpose. It gave me a sense of worth. Like, okay, wait a second. You do have something that you can share. Whether people consume it or not is completely different, but I feel fulfilled doing this. You know, not only does it allow me to be creative in all the ways that I want to be creative, but I also get to share my passion, you know, running and biking with the world. I don't see this channel ending. Like, I really want to see this thing completely through. And I have to say, like, the members and the subscribers that I have, like, they mean everything to me. You know, I don't have a lot of them, but the ones that I have are really passionate, and I love that. You know, I love hearing from them, and to me, it's almost like they're my family. You know, we've kind of grown together.
Grown together. They've watched your baby birth.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, where do I see this channel going? Who knows? I mean, the sky's the limit. Like, I really, honestly, I just want to keep pushing at it. Whether I just get discovered by the algorithm or not, I don't really care. Like, I really enjoy doing this.
I can't thank you enough for being on the show tonight. It really means a lot.
I am really honored that you asked me to come on. It really means a lot. Thank you.